and I'm here again, everybody. I'm just going to explain a simple topic, insulation resistance, and what it means and how important it is to know your insulation resistance is good or if it's bad. It just helps you to be on top of your game as an electrician. Now what I'm doing here is I'm just checking the insulation resistance on the motor. That's it, the motor on the pump right there, and it comes down. And as you see, the blue wire here is my submergible wire, and those single ones are for the motor. I'm just gonna get straight into it so you understand insulation resistance. You're basically measuring the level of resistance of your insulation on your wire. You basically that means you're checking it. You're checking to see if your wire is good to accept the. Okay, you're actually checking if your wire is good to accept the current passing through, and you're making sure that your splices are done correctly and that they're able to pass your current, and there's no leakage, no moisture can get inside there. That's what insulation resistance basically means. When you're doing this test, you're looking for meg ohms, not ohms. You're looking for meg ohms. That's high resistance, so that's good. That's saying that your wire is good. You can take the current passing through it. Now on this wire, I have two joints. This is one right here. See, my phases are all joined up. That's one joint right here from the motor to the start of the submergible cable, and I have a next one here. What really happened is it got a bit eaten up. It got punched up and spliced up and cut up coming out of the well, so we had to resplice it so it's good. So we have two splices on this cable. Now I'm going to go straight to the test now to let you know how it really works. This is a mega right here. Now I put it to 500. It has 1,000 and a 500, so I'm just gonna put it to 500. Now my coworker, he's gonna control these leads for me while I explain. All right. Before time when I measured the motor, I got 500 meg ohms, and that's 500 volts flowing through those wires, and I got 500 meg ohms. That's showing, but my motor is brand new. It's ready to be used. It's ready to be installed. Now I'm gonna check the motor along with the two joints, the two splices I have in the cable, and see what I get. And let's go. All right. As you see there, I have 45, 46, 47, 48, and climbing. And as you see, that's M and ohms right there. That means that's 52 meg ohms right there. That shows I'm good, completely good. Let's go for my next phase, please. That was green and black. Now we're going to green and red. And I'm going up again to the same thing. 47, 48, 49, 50 meg ohms. Let's go next phase again. And that's grounded yellow. And we're up to 45, 46, 47, 50. So basically you could say we have 50 meg ohms and climbing with two joints in this cable. That tells me I'm good. Now one thing you could do to make sure that this resistance stays constant, it doesn't drop, you could put your joints in water overnight and let it sink in to see if your joints are done completely or no moisture getting in your joints. That's one way that I do to make sure that my resistance is high. Now what we're gonna do is we won't leave the joints like that. We're just gonna take some rubber tape. So take some rubber tape here and some electrical tape. And when you're doing this, make sure you use high quality material. This rubber tape can take up to 130 degrees Celsius. So this is perfect for the water that it's actually going in. And this tape here can take up to 90 degrees Celsius. This electrical tape. So always use high quality material when you're doing these splices, so there's no moisture can get in the wire, and your joints are done good. Nothing at all is wrong with them. As you can look inside, you see crimps inside, and the heat shrink is over. It shrinks on to keep out moisture, and that's what basically insulation resistance means. You're just checking the resistance of your wire to make sure that it's capable of doing what it's supposed to do. There's no leaks, there's no cuts, there's no bad joints, there's no moisture in the wire, and you're safe. Yeah. And that's something you always do when you're doing a house or whatever you're doing here. for a client to feel safe. So, and that's basically it. That's insulation resistance for you. That's how it goes. And that's my co-worker right there, and those are my 2 co-workers right there.
Ready?
So.